Hello everyone, welcome to my young story. I'm Jacqueline and today I'm going to be showing you the plants that I have been struggling with lately. It's been about three and a half months since the last time I did a video like this, and obviously with plants a lot can happen in 3 months. A lot can happen in even just a couple of weeks. And I was watching back that video and there was actually one plant, the Philodendron 69686, is doing so much better and has grown so much since that video. She still gets attacked by my daughter, definitely, but she's a very hardy one. So it's just nice to see how like things can change and, you know, how plants can evolve. But yes, there's another round of plants that I have been struggling with lately. So let's get into it. Okay, wow, I just gave Lexi a stick and it's one of those like dental sticks, but it's really strong smelling. Okay, I have my list so I don't forget any of them. There will be some that I will be putting footage in of just because they are upstairs in the propagation room and I don't want to disturb them because they are kind of sort of rehabbing and resituating, so I don't really want to do anything with them. But I'm going to start off by showing you the worst. And this makes me so sad because while I was doing this list, there are actually a couple of Alocasia on here. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that Alocasia are my favorite genus. However, one positive thing is that there's no Hoya on this list, and Hoyas are my second favorite genus. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, even actually the most recent Hoya that I bought is actually looked like hardly anything. It was one leaf and it's doing amazingly now, but I'll show you that one in like a plot choice video or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to start off with the worst, which is an Alocasia. Yeah, I decided not to take the leaves off just so I can like show you what's been going on, because I do need to do something about it. But this is like, yeah, you squeeze on that, it's mush. Is that corm just gone to mush? That's nasty. Do you see? Come on, focus on the plant. You see that mush? See that squidginess there? This whole thing is rotten. Is the corm rot though? The corm still feels intact. It's just the actual plant. Oh my word! If you've ever smelled rotting corm from an Alocasia, this is the same thing. Yeah. Oh, this is so sad. It's just mush. But when I like stick my finger on the corm, that part still feels better. I feel like this plant is going to be a goner. I don't know. But the reason why I also wanted to do this video now is because actually next, probably after I film this, I'm going to be rehabbing some of these plants that I'm talking about. And this will definitely be one of them. I'm going to take this out of here. I think that all of those roots, you're probably not even going to be able to see it because it's black. But can you kind of see there? All those roots. But then, if you look here, here's a healthy root. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's just rotting. Maybe I filled up the water too much. The water's filled up to here. But the Sinuata is definitely a very finicky one when it comes to watering. I've had drama with this plant. It has lived in sphagnum moss. It has lived in Lexi. It's lived in sphagnum moss, it's lived in semi-hydro, it's lived in a soil mix, and actually it was the happiest in a soil mix that was almost pure cocoa coir. That's what I bought her in. And I had her in there for quite a while before I moved her to pon. Hi. Do you feel sorry for me and my plants? Lexi, can we not do this? The plants are right here. She's actually pushing me. Okay. I don't know why you squealed like that. You're the one who's pushing me. Go any month, any month, any month, any month, any month. Yes, I know you're right here. I'm actually in your spot. Usually her bed is right here in front of the... Okay, we've got to be careful of the plants, okay? I'm going to... Lexi, sit, 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 sit. Chill, chill, chill. Yeah. Mummy's... I can't. Lexi, don't make me put you outside. Come on, just chill. Just got to... Okay, yeah. Just lie down, lie down. Down. If you damage one of my plants... Why is this always a battle with you? Lexi, sit. Sit. Chill. Do you want to go outside? Husa. I'm just going to carry on talking and like ignore her, because the more attention I give her, the more she like, you know. Yeah, that's a very sad one. Very, very sad one. And I might as well just get all the alocasia out the way. Next up, oh, these plants are looking bad, is my Alocasia Mickey Mouse. I need to fill this up with water again. She's definitely a very thirsty one. She's getting hot. Yeah, there she is. This is the Alocasia Mickey Mouse, and it's just looking like such a sad mess. It really is. Yeah, I thought it was, oh wow, that webbing is so bad. I've treated this plant so many times, I cannot even tell you. The treatment is just not working. I've actually recently ordered neem oil to try that. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to, actually, I think I might just do that anyway. Get beneficial mats just for my cabinets. I've seen like the little baggies that you can get, and you can like hook them onto plants or on the back of your cabinets. But yeah, it's just the spider mats, when they hit my cabinet, I have another, I think 2 plants from in here. That's what's looking a bit empty here. From actually down here, this one's living on the top shelf actually. But just from spider mites. Spider mites have just been so bad this year, and going into next year, I think I'm definitely gonna do beneficial mites in my cabinets alone, because I thought that was gonna be really expensive, but I actually found where you can buy 5 of those baggy things, and it's only was like 11 euros or something like that, and they're good for what is it? They're good for 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I think that's pretty good, considering that the damage that spider mites leave and the amount of money that I spend on plants anyway. I think that's a pretty good price. So I thought it was going to be way more expensive. So definitely going to be doing that. But yeah, apart from the growth, she is giving me really, really nice roots. Like really, really nice roots. I need to water that really badly actually. It's just the spider mites that I'm just really struggling, and she's just not liking it. I mean, look at that leaf. It's so bad. She also has very, very fragile leaves. So treating her, I've been using a biological treatment on the plants for spider mites, because the strong stuff for spider mites, I don't know, I just don't, it's like even worse than the strong one that I use for thrips, and that one already is pretty damn strong. So I wanted to try biological first, and I've actually tried like 3 different types now, and the 3rd one is kind of working, I think, but this one just keeps on getting it. She keeps on getting it, and it's getting on my nerves. So yeah, going to be trying neem oil, going to be cutting all of this off, and I think what I'm going to do is, those roots look pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is end up putting her in pon, because my mom bought, within the same month that I bought this one, after I bought mine, my mom bought one, and hers is humongous. It is popping out leaves every single month, like it's on something, I don't know. And I know that my mom is also an under fertilizer, so it's definitely not like the fertilizer or anything that she uses. But I mean, hers looks stunning. I'll ask her to take I've shown her before, but I'll ask her to take like a more updated picture, and I'll insert it here. But yeah, it's looking amazing. And this is what my one's looking like. And I bought this before hers. So definitely, one, the pests, because she hasn't had any pests on hers. But also another thing is I do 100% believe in genes of a plant. This one did not have good genes. And I'm very, very tempted to get another one. But I'm not going to do that until I have the spider mites. I think I have them under control in my cabinet now. I do think that from the most recent one that I've done. Oh wow, I didn't see that. No, it snapped off. How did that happen? Okay, that's also a plant that I've been struggling with, so I'll show you just now. This video is going to bum me out. No, it's normal. It's completely normal to have plants that you are struggling with. You cannot be on top of every single plant. You can't, especially when you have a big collection. But saying that, even if you don't have a big collection, there's always going to be plants that you're struggling with. So don't feel bad. I mean, I like doing these types of videos because it's me being real and honest 100%, because most of the time on social media, you share the plants that you're excited about, and usually those are plants that you are, that are doing really well in your collection, that are happy, healthy. So, I get it. I 100% get it. But, it's normal. That's why I wanted to make this video again 3 months later, because it's normal to have these types of issues. It's all part of the learning journey. And one day, I will have a nice, beautiful one like my mom. I will. I'm positive. So, more alocasias. I wrote everything down. Okay, wait, let's just do the ones that are here, because I have 2 that are upstairs that I'm not going to. Okay, there's still water in here. This is one that I'm going to be rehabbing in my next video. So this is the Alocasia Frydek, and this plant has been doing well for me for so incredibly long until now. And spider mites got to her really, really bad. Like really, really bad. I can see webbing again. I can see damn webbing again. I think I'm just going to chop this entire plant back. But yeah, I don't know. You'll be able to see it on camera. I mean, it's just, the damage of this plant is just unreal. This one doesn't have it as bad, that leaf, but I've just seen webbing on here again. Yeah. Well, then again, I don't see any larvae. I'm laying on it to see if I can get them to move. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just going to end up, I need to repot her anyway, because her roots are not looking very good. There's a lot of algae growth. And then again, I can see a lot of fresh roots there, but I really want to see if this one's giving me corms, because I've not taken her out of this pot in a very, very long time. But yeah, she was in one of my favorites videos this year. Yeah. And she's looking so good. So good. And then spider mites got her. Yeah, this is another leaf that I need to cut off. But she just gave me this leaf. Okay, I just spilled water everywhere. Yeah. Completely misformed and, she's not happy. She's not happy. That leaf there looks pretty good. I don't see any webbing on that one. But yeah, it's just spider mites really took a beating at her. And it did happen overnight, because this plant has been the apple of my eye ever since I got it. And I am not kidding when I say that overnight she had incredibly bad spider mites. So it's just been on the struggle bus. I suppose it's not too bad, that water. But yeah, it's just really sad. It's just really sad. I love this plant so much. It's just really not doing well because of the spider mites. Actually, mainly Alocasia, except for that Sinuata. I don't know what that one's issue is. I really don't. That plant has just been a drama. Anyway, the next Alocasia, so the next 2 Alocasias actually. So I'm going to show you one that I rescued actually first. The Alocasia Siberian tiger. That one I rescued this year, and I had to cut off a lot of the root system because of rotting. And I put her into pond and did really, really well for quite a while actually. And actually, funny enough, as soon as I took her out of her cover pot, she was in a cover pot, and I don't know if it was the shape of the pot or anything, or because the roots were in complete darkness then, I don't know. But this thing just rooted so quickly into pond. It was amazing, amazing. And she gave me new growth and everything, obviously a lot smaller than the leaves that she had, but because of the root system that I had to basically almost completely chop away, I had to start over, so that was completely normal. And she's actually giving me a new leaf now, but she's just been struggling. She also had spider mites really bad, so I had to chop away all of that foliage. So she has a really nice new leaf now, and she's already giving me a new leaf, so I guess she is getting off of the struggle bus, but she's just been one that's been struggling for a very, very long time, and I'm hoping now she's gonna kind of bounce back. Lexi, what is your problem? It's because I'm not giving you attention and I'm sitting on the floor. It's okay. You're here with me. Okay? Do you want to go outside? No? It's raining. You don't like the rain. And I gave you a stick. Anyway, yeah. I'm hoping that that one is going to make a comeback soon, but yeah, it's just one that I've actually been struggling with since I got her, because she worked on her root system for a very, very long time, seriously. And then she got spider mites, and yeah, it's just, Lexi, sit. Yeah, but you're very in my face. Don't you dare. Lexi, do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? She's staring at me. I'm just going to ignore her. Yeah. That one is hopefully going to be making a comeback. Lexi, I'm going to put you outside if you don't listen. And the last alocasia is the Alocasia Pink Dragon. I have had the pink dragon for probably about, no, I know it's rotting in there. She can smell the rotting from the alocasia. I've had that pink dragon for, I think, about 3 years, and it has just not done anything. She can smell the rotting from the Sinuata. I know that one's really bad. You're distracting me. Yes, the pink dragon, that's what I was saying, God. That plant I've just been struggling with since day one, and maybe it is the genes of that particular one. I have no idea. But what's it like having a lot of plants with a big dog? So maybe it's got to do with the genes of that particular one. I don't know. And I don't really think I'm going to repurchase one, but I just don't want to give up on it because it's an alocasia and it can be so beautiful. I love the pink stems, but this one is just a magnet for spider mites. Obviously spider mites like alocasia just in general, but this one is like one of the first ones to always get it. Do you know how distracting you're being right now? Sit. So yeah, hopefully I completely chopped the leaves away again. And hopefully it does better, but it's one that I've been struggling with for so long. And it's always the culprit to spider mites in my cabinet upstairs, always. So yeah, another one that I've just really been struggling with. Then, next up, Philodendron. There are two. Are there two? Yeah, there's two philodendron that I'm struggling with. And that is the Philodendron Splendid. I think it was in one of my last plant choice video that I kind of gave a little bit of an update on her. But the Philodendron Splendid is actually one of Mitch's plants. But that one, I don't know what happened. I think I know what happened, but I'm not 100% sure, and I guess I never will be. But that one had thrips. Not bad. I noticed it just in time. It was just a little bit of damage, and I treated her. But I think what happened was when I treated her, the sun hit her. Like now that it's fall, the way that the sun is like coming round at the front here in this south facing window, it just like, it hits inside, whereas before it didn't. So now we have like this gap where sun can come through, like direct sun. It's not filtered through that like matte privacy screen that we have. And I think the sun hit her at a time that I treated her, because I treated her in the late afternoon, and it's late afternoon, evening that we have that sun coming in. And I think the sun hit her then. I wasn't home at that point because it's not really been that sunny lately. It's, you know, typical fall weather, but I think that's what happened. And also maybe in combination of the grow lights being quite close to that plant and like the treatment and everything. The treatment for thrips that I use is one that the plant absorbs. So any thrip or like juvenile, adult thrips, whatever, any one of those that bite into the plant after it's been treated, they die. So because it's one that's the plant absorbs, I think maybe because of the highlights, like the light from the sun and the light from the grow lights, that just kind of burnt her leaves, because it did look like someone just went up to the plant with a lighter and burnt parts of the leaves. So that is definitely one that I'm going to be rehabbing. I've actually already chopped her at the point where it's going to be. Yeah, she has 3 extensions on her, and she's only going to be one, like with one moss pole. So yeah, it's that one has to make a comeback, and she's actually going to give us a new leaf. So I'm a little bit stressed out about it. I hope that it's going to be okay, because we have another Splendid that's actually doing really well. That plant is actually not doing anything at the moment. Ever since I did the chop and extend method, it's kind of looked the same since then, and I probably did that about a month and a half ago, and she's not done anything. So I think she's just recuperating. I don't think she's struggling. I think she just was a little bit stressed from the chop. Yeah, I'm hoping that one's going to be a comeback. But yeah, the struggle one is definitely looking very, very sad. Only has 4 leaves at the moment, and all the other leaves just fell off. Very, very sad about that one, but I've learned my lesson. That's the first time that any plants that I've treated like in front of a grow light, I'll switch the grow light off and I'll make sure they won't get any direct sun, which is something I should have thought about, but because the time that I treated her was literally like in the time that the season was actually really like kicking in, like fall was really kicking in, and we were still having a lot of sun, but the position of the sun, you know, changes. Yeah, I wasn't really aware of that 100% yet. Like I hadn't had a lot of like sunny moments at that time of the day where I've noticed that, oh, the sun can actually come directly in there. So yeah, that's very, very sad about that one. But she's, you know, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be a bit bare in that corner. I might put it on like a little stool to kind of heighten it because of where the grow light is as well. Otherwise, it's not going to get any light at the bottom. But, you know, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be doing that in the next video, in like the rehabbing video, where I take care of some of these plants because they really need to be taken care of. Another philodendron is the Philodendron El Choco, and this one is in here. I recently filled up the water reservoir, so I'm just going to leave it there. But this one also, spider mites. Honestly, I hate spider mites. They're probably, are they my most hated pests? I don't know, they might be. I really, really hate them. I really hate them. But yeah, it gave me this leaf, which is very damaged from, I'm actually going to bring you closer. There you go. It's very, very damaged from spider mites. And then I just noticed that this leaf has snapped off, and I have no idea why. I don't know how that happened. I haven't touched her. It's just completely snapped off. It's a lot smaller. So yeah, she's stressed, very, very stressed. But I did treat her, and that leaf, oh, that would have been a perfectly fine leaf. There's like no pests in there. Oh my word, Lexi, what is your issue today? Yeah, very, very sad. I can also see, no, actually that's not rotting. That's fresh roots. But yeah, that's so sad. She is, there's a new growth point there. There is. She's doing something else there. So a very fast grower, I have to say. She pops out leaves pretty quickly, but yeah, the spider mites had a good go at her. Very sad about that leaf. But you know, she's still fighting. She's still doing well. But yeah, that's another one that's really struggling. And I think I also actually want to take her out of here because there's a little bit of molding going on the moss pole, and that's just because the humidity in here is so high that I'm struggling with. I don't know, moss poles in my cabinet. I've always really struggled with moss poles in my cabinet. I don't know why. They've just always been like, it's been like too moist in there. And I have airflow and everything. I have a fan on both levels. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. Moss poles just seem to do better in my normal household humidity and temperature. So I think I'm going to end up taking that one out. But yes, those are the philodendrons. Now, I did not, oh my word, I did not write this plant down. Let me show you first, because otherwise I'm going to forget this plant. This is one of Mitch's plants. This is the Pilea Peperomioides Mojito. That's what this one is. Even though the like mottled variegation that the Mojito is supposed to have is not very, it's not very noticeable on this one. Maybe on that leaf a little bit. Yeah, this one, honestly, since day one, this has been such a slow grower. And lately, all of this like new growth comes in very deformed and wrinkled. And I mentioned this plant in a plant that I would not repurchase video. Definitely one that I would not repurchase. And Mitch also agreed with me on that. This is his plant. That's, yeah, I would not repurchase this one at all. But I had a couple of people say that it's because of light, and I did think that it was because of light. So she has her own grow light now. And yeah, we're just giving her time. I was thinking, like, I asked Mitch if I could put her into pon, and he just said, you know, just leave her, let her get used to like the grow light. It's also not a very strong grow light, and I've noticed that I have another one by the desk with the same grow light, and it takes a while for the plant to like adjust to the light because it's not a very strong one. But it did, like, I've got an asparagus fern underneath the other one, and it took a long time, but I've got beautiful new growth on that one. So I'm hoping that this one will do the same. It just needs time, so we're just going to give this one time. But, oh, Lexi, all of your movement and your hair, it's making my nose itchy. What is your problem? We can't go outside, it's raining. So yeah, another one that's just struggling. But I have high hopes. I want to get this one to grow like as fast and beautiful, like a normal one, like a regular one. If this one just doesn't do anything and Mitch ends up getting fed up and getting rid of it, I do just want a regular one because I love like how fast and beautiful the regular one grows. But there are some pups at the bottom there, so I don't know. I have high hopes, you know. That leaf might die off. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine, you know. Just got to have some patience. Before I get on to the very obvious one, and that is Begonia. Of course, we cannot have a struggle video without a Calathea. Just can't, you know, that wouldn't be right. So this is my Calathea white fusion. This is what she's looking like. I had to chop this plant completely back because of, you guessed it, spider mites. She had them really, really bad, and this was also a case of, geez, talk about needy today. I thought me sitting here would give you some comfort. Is it because I'm sitting on your spot? I think she might just be hot. She can go outside. She's got the option. The door's open. But yes, the Calathea white fusion, also a case of overnight, this plant just took a beating. Also one that I used to look at every single day, like on a regular basis. And also is actually right next to where I sit. So I always used to look at her. And yeah, just overnight she had spider mites really bad and she just looked awful. So I had to completely chop her back. You can see some new webbing there. I don't know. I don't know if the biological route is a good route to take in the type of cases where it's this bad. Oh, it's just on the Calathea, the spider mites look so bad. They really, really do. And that new leaf is completely rumpled up. I honestly should have just left her. I had her living in water. Did I have her in water? Yeah, I had her living in water. I took her out of soil because of the fungus gnats. When I got her, I was actually just going to leave her because she looked so beautiful and so full. But the fungus gnats were really, really bad in that soil. So I completely took the soil off. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep her in water. And she was very happy in water. Like, she didn't really give me a fuss. And then I moved her to pond. And probably about a month later, maybe a month and a half, she got spider mites really bad. And I don't see any root growth on the outside. I don't see anything. Her root ball was also so incredibly compact that it was kind of difficult to get all of the soil off, which I also don't think is a good thing. Giving me a lot of new growth, but all of the new growth has spider mites straight away. So yeah, I definitely think that maybe beneficial mites might be the route. And that's just old ones from that I cut off. She's like pressed up against my bum. I think she's just being a bit needy. But yeah, another one that I'm really, really struggling with. Have we done everything on here? No. No, I'll leave. No, let's do begonias next. Let's do begonias. Okay, I'm going to show you the one that I have here, but the other ones are upstairs. This is the Begonia Ferox. I love this plant. It's so pretty. So pretty. And I've had this one for a while, actually. I think my first ever repot video, I repotted this plant. And I tried to put it on a trellis, which I should have known that the way that this one grows is just... I have seen Begonia Ferox on trellises. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. She's losing a lot of hair and it's making my nose itchy. But yeah, this one just has been struggling ever since then. This is the only cutting that kind of survived. And that's what it looks like in the pot. It's giving me new growth there. Like there's a new baby leaf like right there in the middle. And that was the first leaf that she gave me. And then this one, which I don't know why is so like white. And then yeah, that one. And then there's another baby one there. So positive things. I guess she's not technically struggling, but I've just been struggling with this plant in general. It's just been such a slow grower and has just not done anything. And I see yeah, I do a little bit, but not a lot. I have been thinking about putting this plant into pon. I don't know. But I think if I do that, she's going to throw a complete fit and I'm going to lose her. Which I suppose I wouldn't be so sad about. It's not a plant that I love, but you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I do like her. I don't know. I'm just kind of letting her do her thing. And I do have to say, I think the reason why this one didn't melt on me like the other ones did is because she's been living in, like greenhouse environment the whole time that I've had her. Wait, no. No, when she completely melted and dropped all of her foliage was when she was... I have like this autumn ambiance thing that I put on and it's like soft jazz and like crackling of like the fire noises and everything. But I chose one that's like 3 hours long, and because our algorithm on Mitch's YouTube, which is on the TV, is at the moment The Lion King, and it's playing. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that. I hope not. Okay, I'm going to change it because I don't want, yeah. So obviously the ambiance thing was done now, and now The Lion King's playing again because Mateo has been obsessed with lions. That was funny. I thought, why am I just all of a sudden hearing someone sing? I completely lost my train of thought. Yes, the Ferox. So yeah, it's not one that I absolutely love, but I don't know. I do like having her. And if she does die on me, I won't repurchase her. But yeah, it's just kind of just living and surviving. And then the next lot of begonias, I'm just going to clump them all together, and they are the Begonia like Rex sort of. I actually repotted them with you guys, and I'll show you this kind of also like a little bit of an update on how they're doing. What is it? The tap dance has not done anything. Other two, I don't know, there's actually only one. I think it's called, what is it called? Flamingo Soul or something like that. That one is doing really well, giving me a lot of new growth. So that's positive, but it's still struggling. I've still seen leaves that are just like dying off or melting or whatever. I think she might be getting better now, but the other ones have not given me any, like there's nothing happening there. There's not necessarily, maybe it's working on the root system, I don't know, but nothing's happened. There's no new growth, there's no foliage, there's nothing. So I'm really struggling with them. I think, like I said, that was their last chance. If they don't survive that, then that's it. Which is sad because like the Begonia tap dance, that plant was so stunning, so stunning. And I do really miss having that one, I really do. But I think I need to find one similar to that in the cane begonia variety. So yes, very sad. But it wouldn't be a plant I'm struggling with video without begonia. Just not for me anyway. Yeah, just really, really struggling with them. And then we are at the last two. So this is my Maranta light veins. And I don't know, she's kind of losing like the veiny look. See, well, I suppose you can see it quite well there. There was just a leaf the other day that I was kind of like, wait a minute, where's like the light vein look of this one? I think it was this one. That one. You can see it. You can definitely see that this is the Maranta light veins, but it's just not as prominent, except for on this side, which this side gives me a lot of like smaller growth. I think there's two cuttings in this pot. And then the other side gives me really, really big leaves, but you can see like less of the veining. But anyway, oh, she's really dusty. Oh, she's actually going to bloom. Oh no, that's an old bloom. She's blooming for me here. But yeah, this crusting keeps on happening. So I need to restart this plant. Also one that I'm going to be taking care of. I just need to chop her up and restart. Because one of the things that I think that why she's crusting like that is because she has, can you see that? Like that root system. Oh dear. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see that. She's very, very root bound. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those roots out. Jeez. You can't even see the pond at the bottom anymore. Okay, I'm almost 100% sure it's because of that, because of she's so root bound. But this crusting, she did this pretty much from day one that I had her. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because maybe the couple of times, there's like leaves here as well. It's always typical for Maranta. And I have cut some of them, but the crusting just, it keeps on happening. It like spreads. This one is a really pretty point. It's a really pretty. I love the Maranta light veins. I really do. So yeah, I'm going to be restarting with her, chopping her up. I also don't really like the look of her at the moment. She's just, I mean, this side looks really pretty, but it's, I don't know. She needs a restart. So I'm going to chop her up, propagate her in water, I think. I don't know. I could probably do it straight into pond because this Maranta responded so well to pond. It was just incredible. That's one that I've been struggling with lately just because of this crusting. It's just, I think in one of my like update videos, I talked about this plant. But yeah, the crusting is just really irritating. And it's also one that lives right here underneath my TV. So I see her a lot and it kind of like sticks out like a sore thumb, this crusting, and it's really annoying. So I need to restart with her. But yes, one that I've been struggling with. And then lastly is one of Mitch's plants. And that is the blue star fern. I think a lot of people struggle with this plant, to be honest. It's just looking very, very sparse. There is a lot of new growth at the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like show you. Can you see like, my sock has gone into the puddle of water that I have in front of me. Yeah, there's a lot of new growth there. A lot of new growth, which is positive. That is good. But see, this always keeps on happening. I suppose they're all old leaves, but yeah, this one just drops leaves like crazy. I don't know, she just always looks like this, and it's just always so like sparse, and it's not ugly looking. I mean, because of where she is, she's on a shelf that's quite high. So it's nice that these are like falling down sort of thing, like trailing down almost. And they are really, like these newer leaves are really pretty. But yeah, it's just always been a struggle, this one. When we got her, she was so full and beautiful. She has, I mean, I know that leaves like this is a sign of maturity, and that is a good sign. Like the fact that it like, what's it called? I don't know, but when they're smaller, they're more like, I'll give you an example, they're more like this. See, it's more like that, but just like also bigger. So she is showing signs of maturity, but it's just, that's also a dead frond. Yeah, it's just always one that we've been struggling with, and I think mainly due to watering. I think this one might also be happy in pon. But it's also one that's just been forgotten a lot of the times, and especially when Mitch kind of had a period of being really busy in the garden, and I was struggling with my plant care, and watching his plant as well was just a bit of a challenge. And this plant, if it like suffers any type of neglect, it does just throw a fit, as you can tell. So yeah, that's that one. Not very happy. New growth there, but a lot of the time she'll give us new growth and then she'll kill it off. It's just, yeah. And the leaves don't feel too great either, actually. Oh, I don't know. It's just a struggle one, this one. And she just looks weird. But anyway, she looks good where she's living. I do have to say that, but it's just a struggle on that one. Okay, have I gone over all my plants? Yes, I have. So those are all of the plants that I am struggling with at the moment. I think, okay, so 5 of these plants I am going to be doing in my next video, which will be a rehabbing video where I'm going to take care of them. There's no other plants that I really need to, no, it's specifically I think going to be these 5 plants that I'm going to do. But yes, the Sinuata, the Frydek, the Mickey Mouse, the Maranta, and the Splendid. I don't think I need to do anything to this one. I might need to have a look at the root system of the El Choco. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, in my next video, I will be rehabbing them and showing you what I do, how I take care of them, kind of give them maybe a little bit of a restart, do a lot of chopping. That Sinuata might be for the bin, which is really sad, but yeah. Sometimes a plant is just not meant to be for you, you know, and sometimes that is a hard thing to hear as like a plant enthusiast, and you know, it's you want to do your best for that plant and you want to have that plant in your collection, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. Sometimes that plant is not meant to be in your collection. Sometimes that plant just does not suit your care, the way you maintain your plants, and that is okay. That is 100% okay. Coming to terms with that and accepting that is a lot easier than stressing over it and getting down from it. And you know, it's just, yeah, some plants are just not meant to be. And there are some plants that I've tried so many times with that Sinuata, I really have. And same with the Mickey Mouse. I am not going to stop with the Mickey Mouse because I can see what I can do at my mom's. Not giving up, even if I have to repurchase that Mickey Mouse, I will do that. But as for the Sinuata, nah. That is a drama queen of a plant. Drama queen. But anyway, we'll have a look at her in the next video. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video and kind of brought you back to reality of what plant care can be and what having plants can be like. There's always going to be plants that you're going to struggle with. It is normal. It is normal. And sometimes you do need someone else to tell you that it is normal, because it is. You know, plants are living organisms. They have their tempers. They have their little quirks, and it's normal, you know, it's perfectly normal. And like I said, some plants are just not going to be happy in your environment, and that is okay. I'm just trying to like digest all of that. It's okay. It's okay. But let me know about any plants that you are struggling with at the moment. I would really, really love to hear that. And yeah, just kind of all bring us back to reality, that it's not all unicorns and fairies on social media, it just, it gets shown a lot, all of the beautiful plants and the ones doing well and the big plants and yeah. But, come back to reality, because those people with that plant that looks amazing on Instagram, they also have plants that they are struggling with 100%. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. It's just a click of a button and it really, really supports me. And thank you again to the amazing community and to everyone who watches my videos. If you are new here, welcome to my jungle story. Share your story with me and we can help each other out. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back and joining me once again on one of my tangents. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.